Spencer was feeling very happy. His great coat shone in the sun, he was right on time, and all around his journey the countryside seemed prettier than ever before. Good morning, Emily, he whistled. My work is the pride of the land, wouldn't you agree? Yes, Spencer, of course, but what, Emily? Off with it. Well, there is another angel with a famous journey, too. Who? Where? It's Thomas. He's far away in Sodor, but Sir Tuppenhead says he may help us. When? Someday. And Emily hurried away. Meanwhile, Thomas was looking steadily along the line. It isn't very long, and that made him feel a little sad. Later, he met Edward. Edward pulled up beside Thomas. Everyone's been so kind, but my rail is a little short, and I do miss a good long run. Maybe you should tell the driver too, said Edward. I'm sure he'll understand, said Edward, and he puffed away. Thomas soon discovered that indeed he did. You know, Thomas, I feel just the same way. That evening, Thomas had exciting news. Guess what, Thomas? Sir Tuppenhead is inviting us to help the other angels on the mainland. Manager agreed. It'll be a really long boat ride to get there. Oh, thank you, said Thomas. Can I bring Annie and Clara with us? Certainly, said the driver. They set off next morning. By now, all the other angels were talking about their tank engine friend. He has a famous journey. Did you know that? Said Emily. Spencer was feeling a little jealous. It made me famous, but I'm faster, shinier, and stronger than Thomas. Everyone knows that too. And he huffed away to fetch his coaches. Look, squeaked Philip. Why have they all come? There's no train yet. But Philip was wrong. The signal dropped, and from far away an engine whistled. Here he comes, yelled Emily. Thomas steamed proudly up the hill and down the valley. And proudly through the junction. I hope you'll meet Spencer too, said Ryan. You both have journeys to be proud of. Then Thomas set to work on the mainland at once. And he worked happily all afternoon. Just then, Spencer thundered past. Sorry, can't stop. It's time for my last journey. I mustn't be late. He was hardly out of sight when Thomas heard shouting at the station. Moments later came the alarm. Stop all train. The signalman answered the telephone. A special, is it? I see. Spencer was getting very impatient. Why are we waiting? My passengers are being delayed. Sorry, Spencer, said his driver. We're being shunted to allow another train to pass. Soon they heard an unfamiliar puffing sound. There was Thomas on his branch line with Annie and Clarabelle. He picked up speed and puffed past Spencer and right towards Gordon's Hill. Well, freeze my firebugs, said Spencer. Next morning, he had to collect some freight cars and take them to the construction site, but he was still fuming. Shunting, and pulling my own freight cars too. It's a disgrace. Just then, Thomas arrived. I'm sorry, Spencer, he said. I was a special. Why? An important passenger arrived just as you left. He ordered a special train, and driver let me take it. We had a splendid run, but, finished Spencer, It can make an engine nervous not to know the line. Exactly, said Thomas. You're such an expert, Spencer. Spencer felt much better. He couldn't be cross anymore. And Thomas began telling Spencer all about his branch line.